Alright guys, Gemini, back with another video. And hey, last night I made a video, right, about Randy Orton winning the Royal Rumble. And I wanted to do a little follow-up video on that today. Um, I, I don't know anybody who, as a wrestling fan, I don't know anybody who watched Randy Orton win that match last night and just went through the roof like it was the coolest thing they ever saw, because it wasn't. And maybe WWE did it for the surprise factor, but I kind of got a diss on the Royal Rumble match. I got a diss on the match just a little bit. I didn't think the match was very good. I didn't think it was even close to being the best Royal Rumble of all times. Here were some issues with the Royal Rumble match last night. Maybe I'm nitpicking. One, no surprise entrance at all. There was no old school wrestlers that came back in the match. And I was like, what the fuck? They always have at least Hacksaw Jim Duggan or Kevin Nash or one of their old school guys, come back. Like Jake the Snake or somebody come back and like one of the old school wrestlers. That's always cool. Or like one year Mr. Perfect did it and nobody was expecting Mr. Perfect, Kurt Hennig. They Honky Tonk Man. They always do that shit when they have a surprise guy, right? And I was kind of like a little taken back they didn't have any surprise guys. Everyone went crazy for Ty Dillinger, and if you're not an NXT fan or whatever like myself, you're like, who the fuck is that? I will admit that the Umbrella guy, Jack Gallagher, was funny as fuck. He was very, very entertaining to me. So yeah, I like Jack Gallagher. He had a good character. He was funny as fuck with that Umbrella too. That was pretty cool watching him. He was an entertaining little shit. Another problem for me with the Royal Rumble match last night was how fast Goldberg, Lesnar, and The Undertaker all got eliminated. They all came in the ring like in their late 20s, right? Like 25, 26, 27, whatever it was. I don't remember the number. But they all came in their late 20s, and they were all like eliminated within, 10, 15 minutes? I was like, so you built this whole entire Royal Rumble match based around it having Lesnar, Taker, and Goldberg, and none of those guys lasted for like more than 10 minutes. I was like, what the fuck is that? That's like massive star power. Once again, and here's another problem I had with the Rumble match. Once again, they had Brock Lesnar look like a bitch to Goldberg. I was like, this is getting just ridiculous and stupid. Are you kidding me? Is Brock Lesnar on the shit list to get eliminated that quickly in the match? What the fuck? Since when does Brock Lesnar get eliminated in anything that fast? Since when does a guy like Goldberg, who's just killing everybody, get eliminated so fast? And then Undertaker, he gets tossed out quick, and they're going to do him and Roman Reigns, at WrestleMania. And I'm scratching my head on this one. I'm like, dude, I thought you were going to do Undertaker and Cena at WrestleMania, which is a match that the fans want to see a lot more than Roman Reigns and The Undertaker. I'm kind of like, think about this. If you had Cena versus The Undertaker, at least the crowd would be 50-50, half for Cena, half for The Undertaker. But now you just totally turn Roman Reigns into heel, because there ain't nobody cheering for Roman Reigns versus The Undertaker at WrestleMania. Nobody's going to do it. Everybody in that building is going to be for The Undertaker. Nobody's behind Roman Reigns. And it came down to the last two, Roman Reigns and Randy Orton. And I'm kind of like looking at this like, what the fuck? What are we doing here? I don't want to see either one of these guys win the Royal Rumble. And then finally Orton, wins the damn thing. And I'm looking at this like, what the fuck year is this? Is this 2009? Because Cena just won the title earlier, and then Orton just won the Royal Rumble. I was so taken back by it. It looked like to me that WWE didn't have a plan in the match at all, and they just kind of said, okay, well, whatever, just have Orton win tonight because we really don't have a plan in place. It looked like they didn't have a plan in place, because if you had a plan in place, you would have put Bray Wyatt over. Now, a lot of people are saying that, Bray Wyatt's going to win at Elimination Chamber and stuff, and this is the year of Bray Wyatt. Well, why not put the fucking Royal Rumble on his resume? If you're going to have him win at Elimination Chamber, why not have him win at the damn Royal Rumble? That's a great resume builder for the Hall of Fame. Listen, fact is, Bray Wyatt was the man last night to win the Royal Rumble. I don't care what anyone says to me. Bray Wyatt was the right guy to win the Royal Rumble last night. Everybody in that fucking Alamo Dome, 52,000 people were pulling for Bray Wyatt to win that damn thing. And then Orton won it, and everyone was kind of like, what the fuck? Orton? And once again, I'm not dissing on Randy Orton, okay? I mean, yeah, it's better than Roman Reigns. I'm not going to deny that. It's way better than Roman Reigns. But I was just like, dude, really? You guys couldn't come up with a better finish than that? Fuck. I mean, somebody who hadn't won it before, somebody who had main evented WrestleMania with Triple H at 25 in Houston. You guys couldn't come up with a better ending than that? Why didn't we get creative? Why didn't we have a better winner? You know, last time Orton went into Mania as champion was 2014, when he went into WrestleMania 30 versus Daniel Bryan and Batista. Nobody cared about Orton being the champion then. I mean, he was done in 2014, and now we roll into 2017, and now Orton's going to be the number one attraction going into WrestleMania. I don't know what's going to happen at Chamber in 2 weeks and whatnot, SmackDown pay-per-view. I mean, you might see some shift in momentum, and I understand all that, but at least for one night, the WWE had me absolutely scratching my head on this Randy Orton thing. I'm like, you guys have no plan. You guys are not creative at all. You guys threw out all the big stars like Mega Fast, Undertaker, Lesnar, Goldberg. It made no sense for Orton to win. He doesn't need a push. The guy's a Hall of Famer. He's won the goddamn world title, 13, 14, 15 times. He's main evented at every show in the world, made his money. He's world famous. The first ballot Hall of Famer. He didn't need to win that damn match last night. Well, he needed to win to put it on his record. He won the damn thing, 8 years ago? There was no rhyme or reason to have Orton win. You could have Orton in a big match at WrestleMania, semi-main event. You could have him versus Bray Wyatt. You could have him versus Luke Harper in a big match at WrestleMania, second to last match. And people are going to care about it and believe it and invest in it because it's Randy Orton, one of the greatest of all times, versus an upcoming star like Luke Harper. But for him to win the Royal Rumble, it shows me they didn't care about the match last night. And there was parts of that match where things just got really sketchy and a bit boring. Between 18 and 25, things got really stale in the match, and I was kind of like, I'm gonna mess around on my phone. I don't know. The NXT guys came in, and I know you guys all like that. I wasn't too crazy about it. None of them lasted very long. But yeah, it's just my thoughts. I kind of thought they dropped the ball on the Rumble last night. I did. I don't think it was a memorable one at all. I don't have any plans on going back and watching it. I don't. If somebody wants to go back and rewatch the 2017 Royal Rumble with me, I will, hesitantly. So the finish was like, yeah, whatever. Okay, cool, Orton won. Let's turn it off. And there was no emotion sparked. If somebody would have won, and people are like, oh, you wanted a new era guy to win? I don't know, what I wanted. I don't think I would have hated it. Well, maybe I would have hated it, but I like Orton too. I wasn't all into it. I think he has a spot at WrestleMania. I just don't see it as wrestling for the title. He doesn't need it, I'm Gemini. Thank you for listening.